move on to the next question here. So, given a right triangle, what is the value of tangent of f? So let's draw this right triangle on our book, our notebook here. So we have f, d, and e. I apologize for that e. Okay, and then the sides are 41, 40, and 9. So what we have to know about both or all three of the trigonometric values, sine, cosine, and tangent. Tangent specifically, we have to address the definition of tangent, but I'm going to go over both sine and cosine as well. So, considering our angle of choice is angle f right here, we're going to define what the sine, cosine, and tangent of f are. So, the sine of any angle is the opposite side of that angle divided by the hypotenuse. And now, in case you're unfamiliar with what the hypotenuse is, the hypotenuse is this diagonal side right here. It is the longest side of a right triangle, not to be confused with the legs of the right triangle, which are this 9 and this 40. So these are the legs, and this is the hypotenuse. Okay, so the standard is you take the opposite side. So in this case, our opposite side, so sine of angle f, I'm going to write in this way. Our opposite side in this case is 40, so this leg, divided by 41. Alright, simple enough. We move on to the cosine of theta, which is just the adjacent side. Adjacent meaning the side not opposite the side right next to. So the adjacent side of this angle divided by the hypotenuse. The adjacent side also meaning the adjacent leg. So obviously not the hypotenuse over the hypotenuse. So the cosine of angle f, we would get it to be the adjacent side, which is 9 right here. So 9 divided by the hypotenuse, which is once again 41. And now the tangent of angle f, finally, is the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. In other words, it's actually just sine of the angle over cosine. So you can do this either way. Obviously, this way that I'm boxing right here is more complicated. You would have to calculate sine and cosine. I would not recommend doing that, but I just thought it would be important to go over those concepts. So if we just go about it this way, we choose the opposite side, which is 40. The opposite side from angle f is 40. And then the adjacent side is the only leg that's left, so that's 9. And our answer here would be 40 over 9. Obviously, if you need some sort of decimal form, you can evaluate it using a calculator, but in fractional form, this is the answer. And this written answer right here does a good job. Basically does not go through sine and cosine, but hits the nail on the head when it comes to tangent. So this solution is correct. Good job.